I'm Sawyer. Hi. About 10 weeks ago, I started a Facebook group called Seeds. I guess probably for about 3 reasons. Firstly, I was starting to see over the previous week Facebook feeds about what was going on at Parkfield Community School. And I remember seeing 3 or 4 years ago about Andrew Moffat and about the No Outsiders scheme of work and thinking, that's a brilliant idea, that's fantastic. And it seemed to be going fine because I haven't heard anything for 2 or 3 more years. Then suddenly, about 3 months ago, starting to see stuff about that. And I thought, that's wrong. I mean, this is such a good thing, clearly. Maybe something needs to be done. Secondly, coming from it personally, as a transgender woman of 55, who spent the first 50 years of my life in confusion and anxiety and utter bewilderment about how I could fit into the world, because I didn't know who I was. I didn't have the language. I didn't have the role models in school. I didn't have any lessons about this in school. It wasn't spoken about in school, about the possibility that your true gender might be different from how it was presented to you by the doctor who held you up and declared who you were. And so it's a personal issue for me. And also the language that I was starting to see in the protests and in the placards. God, that was familiar. It's 30 years old language from Section 28 times. I thought, God, haven't we got through this? I remember working on this and protesting against this, and to see in the media images of placards saying, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Oh, for God's sake, people, haven't we moved on in 30 years? And so I started to feel, gosh, we've got to be really careful here. We've made some kind of gains, we've got some legal gains on our side, but they're very fragile, such a thin veneer that they can go at any time. And this is the start of an attempt to take away what we've struggled for over 30, 40, 50 years. And the third reason is because I'm a teaching assistant at a Birmingham school, at James Brindley School, which some of you may know. It's the hospital school for Birmingham. And it's not just, say, in the Children's Hospital. We have teaching centres, Key Stage 3, Key Stage 4, and one especially for autistic children. These are the kids who can't cope in mainstream for mental health reasons, other reasons. So many is because they're anxious and depressed, they're suicidal, they self-harm, and so many is because they have been made to feel different in a bad way in their mainstream schools. Because they're gay, because they're non-binary, because they're autistic, because whatever. And that is what No Outsiders is for, is to stop that happening. If No Outsiders was in all schools and had been for the last 50 years, I would have been so much happier all my life. I'm fine now, and I can use that, what I've been through, to give me controlled anger to focus on helping the young people today. It doesn't have to be like this now. There are schemes of work like No Outsiders in operation that are doing wonderful things, and we must not let them go. Seeds, when I started it 10 weeks ago, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just thought, do I just click like, share, or do I do something? So I started a Facebook group. I invited some of my friends and a couple of other people. I posted it on the Birmingham LGBT Centre page of Facebook. And now we have 660 members, many in Birmingham, but around the country, even around the world. The first thing we did was start to communicate with actual parents and community people in Allen Rock. And what we had to do was try and get across what we have in common, because we do have so much in common. Everyone in Birmingham has something in common. No one is in one little pocket. You're not just gay, you're not just Islamic. We all have these intersectionalities. I love maths at school, that's my main topic. It's Venn diagrams, where it's so complicated. Everyone crosses over. And no outsiders, we wanted to show how it protects everyone. We've had meetings with the community, we had a shared meal with them. I think for some of them it was the first time they'd probably really ever spoken knowingly to someone who was LGBT. And we produced a banner, no to homophobia, no to Islamophobia. The best way, we try, it's the thing we talk about, we try to aim high in the way that Barack Obama aimed high. We try to bring together, to communicate, to find what we have in common, to dispel the myths. One thing that we never want to do is do counter-protests outside the schools, because at the heart of this, the main reason I want to do this is for the kids. They are the voice who are not being heard at the moment. Parents and other groups are speaking for them. They can't often speak for themselves. I hope that we see other people can, and that gives us strength to teaching staff and governors of schools to push these programs through and to support these programs. So, under the terms of Section 28, it was never illegal to talk about gay relationships. Many teachers were scared to do so. That atmosphere will be coming back again. And I must say, governing bodies of schools can be very conservative. But then we have the one other thing we can use to say against them: Ofsted. Schools are scared of failing Ofsted, so Ofsted are going to be really strict on this. I've probably just spoken enough now.